guys, just kind of maxing and relaxing a little bit now. A couple weeks ago at Woodland, if you haven't checked that video out, I know it's 42 minutes long and the longest video in Pinetree Line outdoors history. That being said, I wouldn't make you guys endure something that I didn't think was good, and normally I edit stuff down pretty good and things move along nicely, and a trip like that, a bucket list trip, a trip of a lifetime, a place where everybody's going and everybody wants to go, the Boreal Forest. You know, I didn't want to shortchange the trip for you guys, and I didn't want to shortchange it for myself. A lot of the, the reason why I started doing a YouTube channel was to have memories of stuff that I'm doing, and so that my kids can watch that stuff long after I'm gone, and anybody else that wants to remember me, so to speak. And I want to remember these trips, so down the road when I'm not able to do this anymore, I want to be able to watch, and I don't want to edit out most of the trip just for the sake of views or anything YouTube related. The trip is that particular trip was a special one for me, and I wanted to make sure that it was all-inclusive and all the best stuff was there. So it turned out to be 42 minutes long. I hope you'll give it a chance and watch it, and I think it's worth it. So it's a different kind of trip. In the past, going up to Patina Ridge, going to find the ladders, stuff like that, I've put into a series, and I just feel like people lose interest after watching an episode or two and feel like they've already watched it or something like that. It gets kind of confusing, so I get it. I watch YouTube, I know how it works, so I just try to put stuff in series so it's easier. People don't have to spend 42 minutes watching something. But in this case, I wanted it all in one shot, and if people were going to commit to it, then they could commit to it, and if not, well, then not. But anyways, it was a great trip. It was a lot of fun, lots of water, portaging, canoeing, inflatable kayak out in the back country. I don't normally put out videos of that length, and in moving forward in the future, I doubt you'll see anything unless it's a major thing. You won't see anything that long. One of the other things that I wanted to touch on a little bit was the fact that a few months ago in the spring, I got an email from an entertainment company out of New York City who, as it turns out, were interested in having us audition for a future TV show for the History Channel in the United States, which is a big deal, big network, and this entertainment company has produced some big shows, and I won't get too much into the details because things went along. I kind of chronicled it through video, and so when that show does come out, I will release those videos, and as the part that we kind of played in it as far as auditioning for the show. Unfortunately, we found out a little while ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, that we weren't part of the final 3. So as disappointing it is to find out that we didn't make the top 3, it was kind of encouraging that a little YouTube channel like this one, somebody found us and watched a lot of the content and decided that we were worthy of perhaps doing this TV show. So again, I won't get into the details. You'll find out more about it later, but I just kind of wanted to mention it. I just want to share it because it was kind of disappointing. Like I said, it was a long process. 3 or 4 months it went on, and there's a lot of hope going on at the same time. Continuing to put out videos and live our lives and going to work and all that stuff, with that in the back of your head, thinking that you might have just got your big break, and to find out no, you didn't get your big break yet, or maybe you'll never get it. But it was still. Yeah, it was still really neat, and I think it's a needle in a haystack situation for this person to find us on YouTube, such a small channel compared to some others. It's still pretty unique and pretty amazing. So that's a good feeling to know that people are actually watching, and anybody can maybe catch a break somewhere down the road, and maybe it'll be you. Maybe this was our one chance and it didn't work out, or maybe we'll get another chance in the future. Either way, just doing the stuff I love to do and sharing it with you guys. In this case, it wasn't meant to be, so that's unfortunate, but that's life, and that's the way it goes. Just got to keep carrying on. Hopefully some other opportunities develop in the future for bigger projects, or you know, the ability to do different things or bigger things. You know, you always have these big ideas in your head that you want to accomplish, and you can't always do it just financially or time-wise. You're not unable to, but maybe in the future an opportunity might come out to do those kinds of things. And you see some bigger channels having those opportunities and creating those opportunities based on the content that they've put out. So you know, and they deserve all the accolades and credit that they get. And no doubt the outdoors community is not a huge community on YouTube, just based on the fact that a lot of other stuff that young people are into that isn't outdoors related. But that being said, there's some people in some creatives in this genre that have done really well, and so there's hope. Sharing stuff that you already are doing anyways that you love to do, so a big break or something good can come out of that as well. And we'll see what happens, if anything happens. Otherwise, you know, I'll just keep plugging along and doing the stuff that I like to do. And I created the channel for me, and to share what I'm doing with you and family and friends, and my kids especially, who I'm not able to spend as much time with because they're busy doing their things. And you know, my son's off to school in the States. My daughter's in university. They're both very busy young people, and I'm so proud of them for all their, you know, accomplishments up to now and moving forward. It kind of allowed me to do my thing, so to speak, or whatever, but I still want to share what I'm doing with them, because you know, I always try to make them be proud of their dad. It's not always the other way around, where I am proud of them and they know it, and I tell them all the time. But I want them to be proud of me too, and it's great to hear that from them when I hear it.